Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Marcus Aurelius 76. Once again, watching a match of Paraworld. This time, though, it is not me versus the AI, it is me and Henry versus the AI. Henry is one of the moderators for Paraworld.com and is also very, very active in the community. He was one of the guys who worked on the community expansion pack and on Mirage. You probably remember that because that's what we're playing right now. So there were several changes to Mirage in the last update. The last one was, I believe, 2.6.2, and this one is 6.263, I believe. It has yet to be released. It is currently in beta and should be released relatively soon. I am really watching him because Henry is a much better player than me. I can barely hold my own against a, 5? I'm close to being able to hold my own against a 5, and he is doing pretty damn well against level 9s. So, he's much better than me, and I should pay attention to what he's doing. Which was focusing all of his builders on getting wood so that he could build more of those, and then probably switching all of them to wood? Maybe? Stone, apparently. Oh. Okay, that's a thing. So yes, he is over here in purple, playing as the Dragon Clan. And I am up in this corner, also as the Dragon Clan in green. We both had random random setups, but mine, one of the cool things in the new update, mine, I can select which races I want or do not want in the random selection. Mine were the Dragon Clan and the Norsemen. So yeah, one of the interesting little new things, plus many, many more options for when you set up your own game. Also, please note that I am very, very sick right now. I have trouble talking and my throat itches and all that stuff, so I will not be talking a lot. I'm going to be jumping around in the video. I'm not sure how long this match was, but I'll be doing a lot of jumping around. Like that, and that, and that, and that. Alright, enough of that. So, I was very, very wary of the level 9 AI sending an early attack, so I decided to build several of the Samurai, which in this version, I guess with the rules that he had set up, can be built at epoch 1. I guess they just I completely ignored the archer coming around the side here and stealing my treasure. I was mostly interested in what this map had in it because it was a blank slate for me. I had never played on this map before and didn't get a visual of it until I started playing. Apparently, you can have a map and start a match, and the other person does not need to have that map to join in, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I had to download the map to do this replay. So I have a group of warriors that found this little shallow area here where I could cross over toward my allies' base. Henry had this huge area here to work with, and so did I, that are connected by this little land bridge. And there's another land bridge that I didn't know about right here, going across to this landmass, and then another one going this way to theirs. And look at that little frickin' thief! That little thief! But yeah, my very lax patrols around this area didn't notice. I didn't see this, so I didn't make any walls. Like, if I knew about it, I would have made a wall maybe going from just to the left of this door up here, maybe down to here. Maybe have it curve in a little bit and just have an opening there so that they don't use their siege weapons against it, so I can just funnel all my enemies to one spot. But yeah, I thought that this was the path going around. I didn't know about this. So yeah, I wasn't prepared for this map. Also, I was much weaker than most other people. So our enemies are in red here. This is a level 5 balanced AI playing as the Dust Riders. And in blue, another dragon clan. So 3 dragon clans and 1 dust rider. There's a serious lack of Norsemen on this. And here comes, what I thought was the first attack, because I just saw all of the red coming north. But it turns out that it's just a bunch of builders and a very, very excited mobile center. A couple of them started realizing the error of their ways and ran away. Obviously because the AI was afraid of me. Lucky for me, I was only just finishing up this wall up here, so they'd have to take a much farther path around here. So this map is actually very unbalanced between the two sides, because one side has no violent animals, a ton of space, especially in the back here. If I had known about this, I absolutely would have sent someone back here to put a wall here, a place here, and started building up a base over here once I ran out of resources on the other area. Because, I mean, this is the perfect area to put up a huge defensive line. So anyway, this group seems to have survived the Gigantosauruses, one of those, and is making his way this way, probably doing the exact thing I was thinking of doing. And another group moves into my base and, you know, starts out. I don't know if he's collecting resources or if he has that same pot. Nope. I don't know what he was doing. Small attack group coming into my base. Little animation error there. My group starts to notice it and they start charging in. I was very, very quick to try building up some units just in case they threw something at me. I wasn't expecting an attack 11 minutes in, but especially on a map of this size. And they're already at T3 with one of the new units added, the Salta launcher, which is a long-range attack weapon attached to the Salta transport. One of the many new units added to Mirage. So still have that over there, huh? I was gonna say I pretty quickly handled that, but I don't think I really did. I have a wall that's starting to get built up, but they are attacking, unfortunately. So while my base is getting attacked, we also have a Salta launcher heading toward Henry. He doesn't have any units, it looks like. It looks like he's focusing everything on production. That is like industrial scale. Christ, guy. While this is happening, I'm also getting attacked by a bunch of Stego transports. I do have a decent number of Epoch 1 units, so... So yeah, it took me a little under 15 minutes to get to Epoch 3, around 10 to 15 minutes, which I think is pretty good. I am getting better at the game. That's very nice. Unfortunately, this level 9 is already at Epoch 4. Another one of the new units is a level 2 Epoch 2 transport for the Dragon Clan. I believe it is the Styraco transport, based around the Styracosaurus. So I sent my group over here and back, and Henry's group is going in as well, along with what looks like a war drum set, which gives bonuses to nearby units. 3 supplies. I don't know what supplies means. 2 supplies. I don't know what supplies is. I'll have to figure that one out later on. Now, what we have here, we have a few attacks coming in. So we had another group coming in, and I sent the Scorpion after them. The 9 is really, really outbuilding me. I'm not sure if it's doing anything compared to Henry, who already has a bunch of Saltas. It looks like 3 Salta launchers. And it looks like he's going to be building a bunch of transports as well. Yeah, he's killing his Saltas to transport them over. Or his Styracosaurus to move them over. And meanwhile, we have the first infantry attacks coming from 9. Followed by a bunch of archers. Followed by his first dinosaur attack. Ooh, with a much larger attack coming right behind it. That's nice. Yeah, this first attack arrives as soon as I'm almost... Actually, I am finished building a tower. There we go. So that, along with an attack from my own units, I had my own Salta launcher just finished, and I have a special love for mortars in this game. I love the explosions. Sort of my thing. I have them all move in, and I believe I load all of my mortars onto one of these. I should probably mention now, my game was lagging a lot while we were playing this because my internet is pretty bad. Thank you, Comcast. Thank you for horrible internet. And yeah, the game was very, very laggy while I was doing this, so I had trouble giving orders to everyone. So yeah, I see this attack coming against my northern gate, and send a group of Saltas to see if they can handle it. And we have a large group of enemy troops coming in as well. Now, me and my approaching allies pretty quickly handled this. You can see the purple units coming out in the back and the archers. So we pretty much had that in the bag, but then... At this point, I would like to mention my firm belief that I think Salta transports are way overpowered. There's gotta be some way to nerf them. There's gotta be. And meanwhile, while his units were defending my base, a small group of infantry snuck through and started attacking his temple there. And a few of them, oh, all of them apparently, changed targets to go after my traitor. There we go. The name escaped me. Right in time for him to finish 3 Seismosaurus Titans. So he couldn't save my traitor, but, you know, once he gets those to the front of the map, we should be pretty well set. Yeah, the AI is sending a few minor attacks against us. They're not really doing much. So I finished building my actual wall here. I'm really hoping it holds up. I think I should have built some scouts early on and had them move all around the map just to see if I could find anything. Because when we first started this, I was firmly convinced that this was going to be an island map and there was going to be some navy involved. But it turns out that wasn't true. So it looks like he is moving his convoy of Saltas to the north. I'm not sure specifically what he's going for here. He might just be farming skulls. But as he moves north to do this, the level 9 AI, which has been doing pretty much all of the attacking thus far, it looks like he has Larry at level 4. That would explain the ship moving around the area. Now, I was actually moving up to join my ally when I ran into this. I did not see the Seismosaur at first, but the moment I did, I immediately turned around. I do not currently have a Titan, and I don't have the forces to go against it and an army on my own. So I unfortunately had to retreat. I believe I lost one Salta and an archer, I believe. Henry saw what was going on and moved in. I believe he had everyone targeting the Seismosaurus. Tried to move his dragon tanks farther in to avoid the melee attack of the Saltas. Didn't work very well. So now his last remaining units are sandwiched in here. And pretty quickly handled. My god, he has 3 Titans at the 32-minute mark. So I think part of it was the fact that most of the AI's attacks tended to be focused on me. He did have a couple of attacks going after him, but I think the majority of it was either at me or this area here. But yeah, this guy's a beast. Noticing that he was making a push, I didn't want to be left out, so I just started moving all of my units in. I mean, 4 Saltas plus all of his units. Well, 6 Saltas. Plus all of his units. I think we'd have this covered pretty quickly. So his units move in. So our units all move in sort of just this large mass, pushing into his base, and they have a Titan now too, pushing in along with several Saltas and a bunch of regular units. Well, as he's handling their full attack, I'm moving my units north to try and, you know, go after this big, juicy, undefended territory up here. Got a lot of trade units over there. And the AI starts diverting some of their troops to try to fight us, but there's really not much they can do. I mean, come on. Come on. And it looks like they actually have a second Seismosaurus Titan joining the fray. So it's starting to even out a tiny bit. A tiny bit. A tiny bit. Not a lot. And now that his primary force has been pretty much dealt with, there's not much more they can do. The rest of the game is pretty much just us pushing in. But they do get 2 more Titans built up very quickly. And by the way, the AI is allowed to cheat in this game. They have a minimum amount of resources they'll have in their in storage at any given time. And at this time, I'm finally getting my first Titan in the game. Yay, me. I win. And of course, I have to push it out to the front, because I have to be a badass. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of it. There is another 5 minutes left of the game that's just us moving troops around the map. Trying to find the last remaining mobile epoch center for the Dust Riders. It's hidden right here in between the bushes. AI did that by accident. That was just kind of a fluke. I don't think I'm going to show that. Basically, what happens is we start sending scouts around the map looking for him. I looked around the map quickly and found out that there was a compass right here which reveals all the landscape and shows you where all the buildings are. So I messaged Henry telling him to get this right here. He sent a bunch of units in. Not a bunch, just Miyazaki? Misaki? Whatever that hero's name is. He can go on land and water, so it was useful. He ended up going there, getting it, and we wiped them out. Alright, that's pretty much it. Henry is a much better player. I'm going to watch his occasional games just to see what he does, so I can hopefully get moderately closer to him at some point, eventually. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See you later.